Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. Well, I don't know if you guys know, but Adobe XD just released a support for Flutter, meaning that now you can build Adobe XD designs and directly export them into Flutter code. And we have a lot of classes on Adobe XD in Skillshare. And now you're asking, what's Skillshare? First of all, Skillshare is the sponsor of today's video. And second of all, Skillshare is an online learning community that has classes on almost every single topic you can imagine. But for this particular one, I would like to focus on Adobe XD. Because if you know how to build Adobe XD designs, you'll save a lot of time building your Flutter apps. So waste no more time, use the link in the description, go to Skillshare and just type Adobe XD. You'll have a lot of options to choose from. And the link is going to give you free access, not just you, but for the first 1,000 people to sign up using the link in the description are going to get free access for the next 2 months, which is more than enough if you ask me. And for the annual subscription, you're going to pay less than $10 per month, which is still extremely affordable. So if you want to support the channel, waste no more time, use the link in the description and sign up to Skillshare. Beautiful people, welcome back to the course. On this particular video, we are going to separate this section into a widget, right? And we are basically going to do the same thing we did for the categories. If you pay close attention, you'll see that the shadow here is different, but that's because I changed the properties here. The offset, I set it to 15, 5, 30 for the blur radius, and red 50. So let's go ahead and remove this from here. Let's go to models and we are going to create a new Dart file. We are going to call it products. And we have a class of product here, class product of creating a model. We are creating a model, and we need a name of the product. We need image. What else do we need? We need rating of the product, and we need vendor. Wish list. And basically wish list is we are going to use this double variable to see if this heart is going to be filled with red color or not. So to build that model we need this, and let's create a constructor. Let's load these details here. Okay, let's make them name parameters. I do that all the time. And of course all of them are required fields, but actually let's leave it like that. Okay, now we are going to create another file. We are going to call that featured. So we're going to create a stateful widget, and we are going to call it as a matter of fact, this can be a stateless widget. Featured, and it's going to return, oops, we'll need to go back to our home screen. Here, and we need this container. Let's cut it and go back to our featured and paste it here. We need to import a couple things here, like the color and the custom text widget. Okay, perfect. Now in here again, we are going to create a list of the type product, and I'm going to call this products list. Let's import this class, and for the first product name, let's give it cereal. Okay, we have one missing field here, which is our price. Because our product needs to have a price, obviously. Done. Now we can go back to featured, and for the price, that's $5.99. Rating 4.5, 4.2. What else is missing here? Vendor, good food, and I'm making this thing up. Wish list, true. Wish list is supposed to be a boolean. Name, image. Now we have image missing. And for the image, we are going to use one.jpg. Sure, we have our first product here, and let's go straight to one second. We have here food. Let's start filling up these fields here. Like for example here, first for the item count, we'll use now products list dot length, and here for the image, product list index dot image. Well, this video is already way too long, guys, so I will have to stop it here and continue on the next one. Welcome back to the course. Well, here we just removed our widget from the home screen, and now we are trying to populate these values here with the values from the list. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. First of all, we are going to set the count to products list dot length. Done. Here for the image, we are going to set this to product list index image. Let's test this thing out before we write a lot of code and things don't work. So here, just underneath featured, we are going to import this. Okay. And this works perfectly fine. I'm sorry for the messages. If I go back to it and add some more details, here we would use product list index dot name, and that would change to serial. Here for the icon image, we need product list index again dot wish list, which basically we are going to check if this if this particular project is in the user's wish list, and if it is, we are going to display this icon here, a filled heart. Since it is, the heart is filled. What else? What else? The rating, of course. This is going to be product list index rating, but we have to make sure that that's a string. What else do we need here is the price. Done. And now we are able to generate more items or to insert more items into our featured products just by adding more items into our list. If I add here tacos, this is what we are going to get. Let's suppose we will insert this, we will put false here for the wish list, and the image is going to be 5. I don't know if this image exists, but let's try it out. Exactly. And this is not in our favorites, that's why it's being displayed like that. And for the remaining points, we can leave as they are. Here we can put this, and tacos are a bit more expensive, so I think this is good enough, or maybe we can add a third product here just to make it look a bit better. Good. So here, guys, we learned how to auto-populate these fields here using best practices. And this is super useful when you're creating templates, because you want to structure your code in a way that when you go back to creating the back-end structure, it's easy peasy to integrate with the front end. See you guys on the next video. Welcome back to the course. For this particular video, we are going to add the bottom navigation bar. So let's go straight into it. To do this, we are going to use the property called bottom navigation bar, and now we're going to wrap everything inside of a container, and for the child we will provide a row. Then in here we want to define the color of our container to white. Now what else do we need? We need our image asset, images.home, images/home.png, and this is the image file we are going to use for this particular section, or this particular as the particular icon. And 26 and height of 26 as well. Boom, here we have it. Let us add some padding. Perfect. And maybe we will want to replicate this a couple times, like 1 2 3. Yeah, it's enough. Now let's add another property into our row called the main axis alignment, and now we want to set our main axis alignment to space between to spread all of the children of the row. So here we have it. And here we can have other icons like target, and apart from target we want shopping bag, and finally we are going to have, what's the name of the last one? Okay, it doesn't really matter because it's just a matter of changing the file. But here we have our custom icons on our bottom navigation bar. Now what we want to do, we want to build another section here for popular products.